Hi, it's Jess. I'm here this week again with the Relationship Reality Series. And so today I'm going to be diving straight in. I've actually had a couple women write into me about the same sort of question, same sort of problem that they're experiencing. And the question is, Jess, my husband wants a divorce. What do I do? And this is a really big one. I think the first thing is it takes us into kind of a place of shock. Even if the D word has come up in your relationship already in the midst of arguments, when you hear that from your partner in a real serious way, it's completely sobering and it can feel like a shock. And so it's one of those things that can kind of spiral us back into a somersault and kind of want to look at and think about basically our future, right? Our future comes up. Our family, our entire relationship, what's going to happen? What is this going to look like? And so it could really send us into a place of fear. So one of the biggest things that you really need to do is continue to look within a place of calming, finding ways to be able to ground yourself in the midst of this, because like I said, we can kind of go into a place of shock and disbelief even. And so we want to be able to calm ourselves down in a particular way so that we can begin to look at what's really happening. So, your relationship's in the midst of what feels like a breakdown. And more often than not, what ends up happening is this is a real time to look at the relationship. So we kind of feel like we've done that so many times over the years already. We've exhausted everything. But a breakdown all of a sudden shifts things in a different way. And this is the time and an opportunity that a lot of people will actually really look at the relationship and really speak honestly about what's been happening and what our experiences really have been. Because it gets to a point where we have nothing left to lose, because right now it feels like everything is at stake. And so this is kind of like basically a process to know that this breakdown is also a big part of the relationship journey, and to be able to stay as present and with it as possible, doing your best for both parties to stay as present in it. So not getting too distracted outside of it. This again is also a time when people start to look outside the marriage if they haven't already been doing that. And so really being able to stick with the process, because breakdowns don't always mean the end. Breakdowns oftentimes can flip themselves into some sort of transformation or even a breakthrough in being able to really get to the root of things and what we really need and what we really, really want. So for yourself, to be able to take this time to tune into you, what you really need. Quite often we can kind of get lost in the relationship, or we've already been going through a process, so we've been growing apart. So you already might even be in the midst of getting to know yourself more. So you want to continue in more with that. Not kind of go into a place of desperation or panic and wanting to kind of fold yourself into a pretzel to be able to kind of fit back into this relationship so you don't completely lose it, but instead tuning more into what really is true for you, what you really do need, because you're going to need that. You're going to need your own power, even though he's kind of taking a little bit of a power position, says, I want a divorce, and you might not be completely in that place. You want to be able to take your power back and look honestly for yourself at what you do want, what you do need, and what this relationship really has been about, and what you really do want in a relationship. Because you need those pieces to be able to have these real, honest sorts of conversations. And so that's it for today. I go into more of these pieces for you to be able to kind of dive deeper into your own power, into getting a greater sense about your relationship patterns, to be able to look at some of these roots. I go into a lot of different strategies as well in my upcoming Light the Spark workshop, June 5th. It's a one-day virtual workshop. So click the link in the bio. You can register there for that, and you're going to get a lot more tools and resources for yourself, but also yourself within your relationship to be able to kind of cope and move forward in this sort of relationship journey that you're a part of. So take care and have a great day.